I have a record
Sure
of
seems that
folks
way, yes.
attending today, which is awesome. Okay, we're recording now. I'll be take care of everybody's time this morning, but I just want to first of all thank you for jumping on the call. My name is David Taylor. I'm the Community Relations and Communications Manager for Microsoft's America's Operations Center there in Reno, Nevada. I've been with Microsoft for about 8 years. I've been running this IT makeover campaign program for all 8 of those years. Obviously, it's been in existence for 16 years. So it is a kind of a tried and true and genuinely one of our legacy programs that we run as far as a community relations philanthropy program. It's just fantastic. And there's a reason why it's lasted so long. It's because it has such a great impact with the nonprofits we work with. And over $330,000, more than 40 different nonprofit organizations that we've helped with this effort. So it obviously is one of my favorites, near and dear to my heart, and it just brings so much goodness to the nonprofits. It really does transform some organizations each and every year, and we create a lot of partnerships out of this because we learn so much about a lot of the nonprofit organizations in North Nevada through this campaign that we continue to work with them in different ways, or I'll connect them to other opportunities as I see. So it really builds that true partnership, which is why I really love this program. A couple of folks on the call. Bob Risco. Bob helps. Bob is the project manager for this IT makeover campaign. He's ran it for the last couple of years. He helps with all the logistics and coordination internally with this effort. Matt Edgington is also the kind of our co-PM this year. Matt will take the reins over next year and run this as a project manager internally for Microsoft next year. But I want to thank those two gentlemen for all the work that they do to organize this internally and get this thing moving in the right direction. So with that said, I think I'll call some folks out here. We'll just go down the line if you wouldn't mind coming off of mute for a second and just telling us who you're with. We'll start with Alexia Sober.
Hi, I'm Alexia Sober. Thank you. I am the director of the Comstock Foundation for History and Culture, located in Virginia City, Nevada, and representing the entire historic district, which is registered on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's also a historic landmark. And we work in preserving, restoring, educating, and celebrating the important history of the Comstock district. And I am the leader of a nonprofit organization where we are an entirely volunteer-based organization. So we don't have any paid employees, which means that 100% of the funds we raise go to preserving and restoring and educating and celebrating this history. And we are certainly looking forward to some digital help and digital enhancements. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce myself.
Thank you for being here. Mariani Gonzalez.
Hi, good morning. I'm Mariani Gonzalez. I am the Director of Grants at the Boys and Girls Club of Truckee Meadows. We serve 7 counties in Nevada as of this year, and we're very excited to be here.
Thank you. Christian Villagomez.
Hi, I'm Christian Villagomez. I'm with United Way of Northern Nevada and the Sierra, and I am listening in along with my counterpart, Kelly Burrows, also on the call.
Awesome.
I realized the sun makes a bad backdrop, but hello.
Thank you. Courtney Voigt.
Hi, I'm Courtney Vogt with Spread the Word Nevada, and we work to advance childhood literacy in the local Washoe County community and throughout the state.
Good to see you again, Courtney.
Yes, good to see you.
Yep. Deborah Cisco.
Hi, I'm Deborah Cisco. I am from Exquisite in Carson City, and we are a nonprofit organization that serves survivors of sex trafficking and sexual assault. And we are looking for we're expanding and we're looking to move into the next stage of our technology development.
Thank you, Deborah. Devin Sandoval.
Hi, I'm Devin Sandoval de Genovese. I'm with Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation here in Reno. We believe in awareness, appreciation, and stewardship of our parks, trails, and open spaces. We do a lot of programming, both youth and community, and education is a big part of that. But yeah, thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
Doug Ramsey.
I'm Doug Ramsey. I'm the Assistant Scout Executive with the Nevada Area Council, Boy Scouts of America. We serve boys and girls in all of Northern Nevada and a slice of Northeast California.
Thank you, Doug. Holly Acock. Hi, Holly.
Hi, David. Yes, my name is Holly Acock. I'm the Executive Director at the Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation. I'm on here with my counterpart, Jessica Lee. She's our Director of Development, and we are excited to be part of this. Thank you.
I have a Julia on here with no last name.
Yeah, hi, sorry about that. I'm also with the Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation, so
Perfect.
Devin just explained that.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Caden Barmore.
Hi, I'm Caden Barmore. I am with Keep Truckee Meadows Beautiful, and we are a nonprofit that focuses on beautification and environmental education throughout the Truckee Meadows.
Thanks, Caden. And then we have Kelly Burrows from United Way.
Hi, Christian already kind of said who I am, but I am with United Way of Northern Nevada in the Sierra as well, and I'm the Senior Manager of Resource Development.
Thanks, Kelly. Lisa Schaefer.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks. So I am with Eddie House. Eddie House is a local organization. We have a drop-in shelter and emergency center, and we serve homeless youth and at-risk youth ages 18 to 24. No qualifications required in order to receive assistance from the Eddie House.
Thank you. Let's see here. Melanie Dozel. Okay, Mel doesn't have a microphone. Thank you for being here. Michelle Reimer.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us. I'm Michelle Reimer. I work for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Western Nevada, and I'm the grants administrator there. And we are currently expanding from 4 to 8 locations. We're really growing to meet local community childcare needs and daycare needs, and new tech would be super helpful for us in making sure our spaces are great for our youth. So thank you again for having us.
Thank you. Patty Weisky. Hi, Patty.
Hi, David. Wait, can you hear me yet?
Gotcha. We gotcha.
Where's my camera? Am I on?
You were just on, and then now you're off again.
Okay, I use Zoom all the time.
You're on. Now you're on. Yeah.
I know. I really need to get on to Teams. So anyway, hi everyone, and hi David again. Patty with Dress for Success, and we partner with organizations in the community to help women, provide them with the career where they need for work. And also we have expanded our programming into upskilling women. We actually launch a technology program next week. And so we're really excited about the opportunities that we have in front of us to help all of your clients. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, thank you. Did I miss anybody? If so, please come off mute now and introduce yourself.
Hi, David. My name is Tina Broderick, and I'm with a nonprofit called Virginia Range Wildlife Protection Association. And Virginia Range Wildlife Protection Association helps free-roaming wild horses and wildlife on the Virginia Range to educate people and to do range management activities. And this club has been around for 4 years now, and they need to get into the 21st century. And so that's why I'm here, is to help them to get to that point.
Thank you, Tina, for being on the call. Thank you all for sharing a little bit about some about your organization and for joining us again today. I'm going to hand it over now to my partner in crime, one of them here, Bob Risco. Bob's going to kick it off and give you a little bit of overview about the campaign.
Thanks, David, and thanks everybody for joining. Great to see a huge turnout and a lot of familiar names, a lot of familiar folks, but also some newbies. So great to have everybody on the call. This will be a very short presentation. We just want to make sure everybody's on the same call with the same reasons. So as we move forward, we will go through a little bit of what we're all about and what we're trying to do here. So that said, this is the 16th annual, as David said, and with 16th annual, this is a great program that we are very proud to be a part of and help run and organize. So this year we're giving away $25,000 in total. That could go to one organization, could go to 5 organizations. It just depends on what type of applications we get back and the qualifications and how the team grades them. So again, we're very proud of this and very happy to be doing this particular campaign, as well as some of the others that we do throughout the Northern Nevada community, and happy to be part of the Northern Nevada community. So that said, I'm going to start with a short video. Hopefully everybody can hear this. I'm going to stop it after about 5 seconds and ask it. Just make sure that everybody can hear it, and if we can, we'll move forward. So please enjoy the video, and we'll stop it in a couple seconds.
This year, Microsoft Reno is providing local nonprofit organizations with the opportunity to receive funds for
Everybody's good on that?
It's very quiet. If it's possible to turn your volume up, maybe? Or is it just, if it's just me, don't worry about it.
See what I can do.
No, but it's pretty low. Thank you, Bob. Just turn it, if you could turn it up, will be perfect.
Okay.
Technology enhancements through the 16th annual IT Makeover campaign. Microsoft Reno will provide $25,000 in eligible community funding, which will be awarded to nonprofit recipients selected from an application pool throughout Northern Nevada. Over the past 15 years, a total of $330,000 has been awarded to more than 40 local nonprofit recipients through the IT Makeover campaign. Nonprofits located in Washoe and surrounding rural counties are eligible and selected by a committee based on an application describing their organization's needs, mission, objectives, and how the IT Makeover funds will be utilized to better serve the community. The online application deadline is Friday, April 12th. How can the IT Makeover campaign transform your organization? Apply today.
All right.
This year, Microsoft.
Apologies if that was a little low. Hopefully we will be able to share out this video, and you'll be able to get a hold of it that way and re-listen to it if you like. So apologies for that. How can I exit out here? Okay, so moving forward, if you're unaware of the website that we have set up, there's a direct connect here. You can go to that website. There's also links in this particular deck. So as you get the deck, you'll be able to go out and see the application. But the main objective of the application is really to help us understand how an investment in IT is going to help you impact the Northern Nevada community. So it's really about what kind of change and what kind of impact is going to be driven based on the fact that we're providing you with funding for whatever project it is that you're working on. So we're very happy to learn more about your organization, and it's very key for you to be able to help explain again what it is that you're going to be impacting and how our investment into your IT environment is going to transform and impact the Northern Nevada community. So please keep that in mind as you're filling out the application, and that'll help us to be able to, again, better understand how you're going to drive that impact. So we much appreciate that. Just as an FYI, there are more than David, myself, and Matt on the team. We do go through every single application, each one of us. We all read every single application, and we are actually very happy to do that because it helps us understand as Northern Nevada grows, what's out there and what kind of nonprofits are being developed and helping the folks of Northern Nevada and the rural areas throughout Northern Nevada. So it's a great proud moment for us to be able to get to learn about each one of your organizations and be able to learn about what you're trying to do and accomplish. So this team of folks here has a lot of time set aside for being able to do that and help to also make sure that we have very strong input and everybody's on the same page once we do go into the award period of this program. So very much appreciate the team that is on the call and those that couldn't make it as well. So that said, last year we did give out funding to 3 different organizations. So we split up the 25,000 across the 3 organizations. What they use the funding for with crisis support services, they expanded into the 988 calling system. So they were able to help develop some of their IT needs through our funding and really help the community in crisis support. And it's a great organization, and they did a great job in terms of taking our funding and rolling it out into the call centers that they have, so they're able to support those in need at very high tense moments. So we appreciate that. And with Nation's Finest and with Women and Children's Center of the Sierra, they invest a lot into their IT infrastructure. They both run on very shoestring type of budgets. They have very minimal funding. So what we provided to them helped them greatly. And when you go into these organizations, see what they're doing, it's simply amazing. And we do have that, honor of going into those organizations as we pass out the big check and, get to know them a bit more and get to see what they really operate in and how they operate. And it's truly amazing what company or nonprofits out there are doing to help drive support throughout the entire Northern Nevada community. And it's a great thing to see and really brings us a lot of joy and pride. So we appreciate you helping us to learn more about your organizations. As David said, we've given out over $330,000 in funding over the past 16 years or 15 years. We're now in year 16. We've had 40 plus nonprofits win and be awarded funding. You can see a subset of those on the screen. You can see that some of the past winners are on the call today. Again, just because you're a past winner doesn't exclude you from winning in the current year either. So it's great to see some people have returned and will try to win funding for future. So it's great to have people back on from prior years. But as you can see, we've worked with a lot of nonprofits over the years, and we're very proud of that. And it's a great feeling to be able to do that. So with that said, I'm going to turn it back over to David. He'll walk through the requirements, and then we'll get into the question and answers.
Yeah, so I will just quickly kind of walk through the requirements, application, and the deadline coming up. Obviously, you all are on here because you are 501c3 organizations. Those are the folks that are eligible to apply to this. Microsoft does require us to do verification on this. So once we receive all the applications and review everything, the finalists are put through our system. As far as the tax eligibility, we check out, make sure everybody checks out as a 501c3, do our verification process, etc. And then, of course, as far as organizations that are eligible, North Nevada region, which is Washoe, Story, Lyon, Douglas, Carson City, and the folks up at the lake as well. So we try to cover obviously Washoe and all of the surrounding counties as well that are eligible. So that gives us a good chunk and a lot of organizations to apply. The organization's operations obviously impact clients, customers in our region, and then the organization's charitable goals must directly impact our community in terms of individuals, groups, and then positively impacted through either cultural, natural resources, the greater good, et cetera. So pretty broad set, right? As far as what your services could be, people, places, animals, etc. Are definitely eligible for the IT Makeover campaign. And then, as Bob mentioned, a big piece of this, and I tell nonprofits each and every year in terms of when they're filling out that application, really tell us your impact story. Tell us how, if we provide X, how is that going to service your customers, your program participants, and the greater community in Northern Nevada. Tell us your story, tell us your impact statement, and that'll really drive your story with our committee that reviews all of these applications. And we all take this very serious. We review each and every one of them. We get back together as a team, have some very long, maybe sometimes challenging conversations about who our favorites are, but we all come to agreements at the end. But it's a good thing that we all learn a lot about your organization. So there is a strict deadline. So April 12th is our strict deadline. It is an online form. Eligible, it is via the website. Click right there, goes right to the form. I will let you know, we've already had about a dozen applicants already apply, which is honestly, it's kind of a high number so far. We always get all of the folks that seem to apply in the last 2 weeks, right? We're all busy folks and tend to wait to the last minute sometimes, but in the last couple of years, we've received 40, 50 applications for the IT Makeover, which just tells you the need out there. I know nonprofits, this is kind of the last thing that you all put in your budgets. I come from a nonprofit background as well, so I know this. I know that's the last thing, we're busy doing programming, et cetera, operating budgets, and sometimes the last things we think about is what we need to do to improve our organizations with tech and software services, hardware, all that type of stuff. So this is that great opportunity for you all to think about that and say, if we had X, how would that help our organization? How could we grow our programming? How could we help grow our employees and improve their capabilities and what they can do? And bottom line, how could we transform our organization, if we got the latest and greatest in tech? So that's kind of our campaign requirements, our hard deadline. It is an application that will close on April 12th via the form online. So make sure you get it in prior to April 12th. Bob, you want me to cover the timeline as well? I think you're on mute still.
I'll go ahead and do that. So I appreciate it. So obviously today we're on the call for questions and answers. And so we're hoping to get you the answers to be able to fill out the application as best as possible. So again, those are due April 12th without exception. We will review those applications for about a month between the team and then come up with our winners. We will notify those winners at the end of May, and then we'll have the check presentation and do a bit of media content as well with you in sometime in June. We just don't know exactly when we can get those checks from our corporate partners. So as soon as we can, we will let you know that. But again, we really need your application by the 12th of April without exception, and we will do our very best to notify the winners at the end of May. So appreciate that. And with that said, hopefully we didn't take up too much time. We've got about 35 minutes for questions, and we'll provide you the best answers we can. So we'll open it up to the floor. And David, if there's anything else you want, certainly let us know. But in general, just raise your hand and we'll take whoever pops up first, or you can obviously come off mute as well. So however you'd like to do it.
This is Tina Broderick. Can I ask a question here?
Tina, yes, go ahead.
So, so in the application, I haven't seen it, and I'm sure there's a bunch of boxes to fill out, but is there an opportunity to attach photographs, pictures?
Tina, there's not, but there is a place for you to obviously put your website link in there. And we do go and look at websites for summaries, more information, etc. I can tell you that I do that almost for the majority of the organizations that that apply. So that information is in there. It is a Forms, Microsoft Forms application. So no photos or videos.
Okay, thank you.
I think that someone had their hand raised.
That's me,
Alexia?
Alexia.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, thank you. Also, just a question about the form. I didn't see a budget proposal in there. Is that something that you guys are interested in looking at, or should we maybe, include some budget discussion in a narrative in one of the sections instead?
Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in the form there is a little section that asks, how much are you requesting from us?
Yep.
And then as part of that, what is it that you're going to do with that funding? So again, we've got $25,000 to provide to the community, and you may only need 5,000 of it. You may only need to do, buy 5 laptops, whatever the case may be. So there's a section in there that says, how much are you requesting, and what would you do with that funding if you were to receive it? So if you don't see that, Alexa, let me know, and I'll make sure that we can walk through that with you.
I did see that section. Thank you. I was just curious if there was an actual, like a budget form, but that's fine. I can answer that question there. Thank you.
No problem.
In honestly, just to add on that, we added that within the last couple of years, and that's really helped. And I'm telling you, if you know exactly what you want and what the budget's going to be, that truly helps us as a committee. Hint, hint, to identify those, because honestly, at the end of this, we're trying to put together a puzzle, right? We're looking at all the applications and trying to put $25,000 to the best use possible, and we really look at, okay, these folks are asking for X, these folks are asking for X. If we gave funds to these 4 or 5 organizations, the puzzle's going to work with the $25,000 that we have. They're the best case scenario for making that opportunity work. So please be specific if you can. Maybe reach out and get a little bit of IT help as far as if you don't know what things cost. And it just helps tell your story a little bit, and your ask is a little bit stronger if you're a little bit more specific there.
Other questions?
I will share. Alexia, do you have another question?
Yeah, and I didn't want to take over anybody else's space to speak, but I did have a question about demographics as well. There's questions about our reach and our impact. Some grant makers, don't necessarily require specific numbers, but more of a narrative. And I'm just curious, what's the best format for us to share that information with you that's easiest for you?
Really, whatever you can provide is beneficial to us. So we're not picky. I'll say we'll definitely provide. We'll definitely take whatever's provided, but the more detail you can provide, the better off you are. So we're happy to have as much detail or as little detail as you have, and we can decipher it from there.
Any other questions? I have one important piece of kind of an update and information for you all before we end, but I want to get through all the questions first. Courtney?
Yeah, I was just curious because we are a statewide organization, but we have a local office in Washoe County. Is that something that would disqualify us? I mean, everything would go to Washoe County. I just want to make sure we still are eligible.
Nope, that's perfect. Exactly. If those funds and utilization happen in Washoe County, that's perfect.
Okay, thank you.
There was one in the chat here. I'll just read out. Does the grant include both hardware, software costs and costs for implementation?
Yeah, so it would basically be the full coverage, right? You would put in, you would have to estimate, because we're basically providing a grant opportunity, so it would be all encompassing. So you would, your estimate for what you're telling us what you need would include basically everything, right? Because you want those funds to cover, so you're not coming up with anything. You want whatever you're getting to be the full coverage there, so include it all.
This is Alexia again. I have one last question, just to be sure I'm not wasting anybody's time. You know, the grant, the project that I'm applying for isn't necessarily a hardware or Microsoft specific software program. We're developing an online digital archives and story map, and to share, to relocate the history so that people have access to it. And I'm just curious if that's a qualifiable project for Microsoft, or if that's outside of the realm.
No, that definitely qualifies, Alexia. And again, it's as long as it's an IT scope project, we will certainly consider it. And that can be a call center, that can be a document resolution center, it can be whatever it really entails in terms of helping your organization or helping the community. So happy to hear that, and happy to take that into account. So appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've done proposals before with AV equipment. Folks needed to improve their services in the rurals where, you know, they had to kind of take an on the road booth with them with laptops and you know, better Wi-Fi with them on the road while they travel. Just variety of things, right? You just tell us what's going to help make your organization through technology a little bit better and serve more people. I will share now. We have a little bit of a moment. In the next week or so, this is kind of one of those programs where, since you're interested and you apply, or even if you don't apply, kind of everybody becomes a winner because of this, what I'm about to tell you. So, and as many of you folks know, Microsoft has a global global nonprofit program. And then as if you register for this global nonprofit program, Microsoft provides you the opportunity to get significantly discounted hardware whenever you purchase laptops or anything hardware-wise for your nonprofit. And basically, for the most part, it's free software in terms of the Office 365. There's a lot of other programs in there as well that you can get significantly for pennies on a dollar. And then opportunity to move your organization to the cloud. Microsoft offers, I believe it's like $5,000 in free credit now for nonprofits to move their organization to the cloud. It's a pretty simple process. You apply online. This is a global program that we do for nonprofits across the world. You apply, you register. It literally takes about 3 or 4 days for you to get verified. They run you through the same verification that we do for the IT Makeover campaign, and they'll get back to you and they'll send you a bunch of links. It's basically ran through TechSoup. Many of you are already familiar with that. You're already part of this program, and it gives you opportunity like hardware to order laptops through many of our partners, Lenovo, HP, Dell, obviously Microsoft Surfaces and the other type of equipment for hardware. And then again, like I mentioned, you can get free licenses for your organization for how many ever employees you have. You'll get that many seats of folks to utilize that on an annual basis, and then you just go on there and renew it each and every year. And that, I think, software is, especially if you have limited number of folks in your organization, it's free for the software, and then hardware's discounted anywhere from 40 to like 70% off. So in the next week or two, I will send you all out, everybody on the database. I'll send that information to you, and it's just like a 4 or 5 step process to get it online and registered. And you all basically are winners once you get on into that program, because it will change your organization, and it will save you money, especially if you're paying for that now in your budget. That's a savings already if you sign up for this program. And it's not, this is obviously a charitable philanthropy program for us too, but this is also a great opportunity for you to utilize this Microsoft program and save some money on the back end for your organization. So that's a good thing for everybody. Any questions about that?
All right, one last call out for any questions related to either what David just mentioned or to the IT makeover campaign. We're happy to answer those for you. Otherwise, we can let you head out and get ready for your holiday weekend. All right, well, with that, again, David and I and Matt are available. Just reach out to us if there's any questions, but we definitely like to take a moment just to thank each and every one of you for what you do for our community. I think it's, again, just a great thing that all these nonprofits are available and help the community, and we just can't thank you enough for that. We appreciate all that you do, and it's really amazing what you do, so thank you for that. And again, if you have questions on the application, please reach back to us. We're happy to answer any questions, and you'll get a link to all the video that we provided today, and it will allow you to link into any of the application. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out to David, myself, or to Matt. We're happy to help you.
Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Hope everybody has
have
a
a
great
great day.
weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your holiday.